It's always a good idea to get a general checkup from your doctor, even if you're the president. The White House confirmed this week that President Donald Trump will submit to a regular physical exam sometime next year, following a host of stories and inquiries about his health. The White House also stated that the president is in pretty good health. It's a smart move for Trump to actually follow through on regular checkups with your physician and are more vital to your health than you realize, according to experts, even if you believe you're healthy. Even if you believe you're healthy. Annual visits are a great way to take charge of your health by focusing on prevention. Dr. Heather Hawthorne, a board-certified family physician based in Los Angeles, told the Huffington Post in an email, "Seeing a doctor when you are well, rather than waiting for illness to strike, allows you to work toward preventing serious problems. However, some doctors feel the term annual physical can be misleading, and patients should aim for just regular visits. That could mean every year, once every 2 years. You should discuss with your doctor what regular looks like for you, and always check in if any health scares pop up in the interim. While some medical professionals suggest different intervals between visits, experts broadly agree that consistent checkups are crucial to staying well." One thing that we've never talked about, Doc, are those physicals.
You know, it's really a good topic, and I have to admit, it's the first time I've read an article that supported annual physicals so well. Usually the things that I see in the medical literature are articles written saying that annual physicals are a waste of time. There's a lot of speculation that it's a way of burning healthcare dollars, but you know, when you think about the contents of the article, how else are you going to find out if maybe you have a genetically high cholesterol or you have some serious problem with your thyroid? Because problems like this you wouldn't necessarily feel any symptoms from. So I believe in the annual physical. I think there's another topic that we could mention, and this is pertains to patients who are under Medicare. The government started recommending annual wellness visits to Medicare patients a couple years ago, and a wellness visit sometimes is misunderstood as a physical. It really isn't intended to be an examination as much as a conference with the patient to discuss various options for treatment and disease recognition. And we ask people questions like, have you had your flu shot? Have you had your pneumonia shot? Did you ever take a colonoscopy? Have you had a treadmill mammogram, etc.? And then we document that. And those visits are now required annually for Medicare patients. We still tend to do somewhat of a physical as well in my practice, and I believe in them. I think for younger people like you may not need to have a physical exam annually, but maybe every 2 years or every 3 years.
Well, there are a couple things on this article that I'm just going to kind of scan through here real quick as we're running out of time. But regular visits can help you discover silent problems. Your doctor typically will screen for health conditions like high blood pressure, thyroid issues, and more. Your physician may take a blood test to examine your iron levels, cholesterol levels, and any allergies. You can also get tested for sexually transmitted infections during these exams. Additionally, your doctor can screen you for mental health issues during regular checkups, something that many people often forget or ignore. Doc, regular visits can help you discover those silent problems that you may not even know are going on with you, right?
That's correct.
You can detect disease earlier. Your doctor may be able to see signs of illnesses that you may not even know existed, and early detection means earlier treatment. So this is something that's a little complicating for me. I don't really understand it. So are they saying that in your physical checkup you can actually see if there's an illness or signs of it on the way?
Well, I think in some instances that's true about the physical checkup, but I think more commonly when we do screening labs that we usually do with the physical exam, that's when you can pick up some things on the blood testing.
you can learn what steps you should be taking to stay healthy. So if you're healthy, a physical exam can help you get some face time with a physician so you can discuss any future health issues that might arise. This includes lifestyle recommendations or referrals to specialists. Now, Doc, this is something that when you sit with a patient, I mean, this is almost like a financial plan, but on a healthy level, right?
In a sense, and I think we don't want to discuss that people who have mental problems such as depression and anxiety can also be very easily screened. We use a standard questionnaire called PHQ-9, and it consists of about 10 or 11 questions that people can answer, and depending on their answers, we can determine whether or not a person needs some help with anxiety or depression also.
And finally, regular exams can establish a good rapport with a doctor. Trusting your physician is necessary if you're seeking advice from them. Consistent checkups can help you find someone you trust and help you build a rapport with them. This is something that I think is very important, and I don't know if you want to say anything to this, Doc, but I think that as a patient, I want to be in good hands, and I want to be with a doctor who really knows everything about me.
Well, I think that's true, and I think everybody should have some form of a relationship with their doctor, at least somebody that has seen you a couple of times, and heaven forbid if there's any health issue that comes up, you have somebody that you're comfortable speaking with and taking guidance from.
All right, Doc. Well, I got to tell you, it is that time of our show where we tell our listeners and our viewers to what, Doc?
Well, it is a little bit chilly, so you might have to wear a jacket, but try to get out there and take a little walk today.
You know, sometimes that walk, even though it's a little chilly, it feels kind of good because you warm up and you have all that stuff on you and you start to sweat a little bit. I think that walk is very healthy, right, Doc?
It is, and the people that take the walk every day have a much less likely chance of suffering from depression.
There you go. Dr. Golden, thank you so very much for joining us this week. And next week we'll still be on the air because it's our final day before the holiday. So I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Sounds good. Have a great rest of the week.
All right. Dr. Golden, everybody, joining us as he does here for Wake Up with Dr. Golden segment every Wednesday on the show. Eggs, bacon, and Joey.